Hey everybody, welcome to Kickstart Your Life, and thank you for joining our community and taking a look at these amazing products from LurraLife, and perhaps you're also looking at the business opportunity. So either way, if you're here checking out the products to improve your health, welcome. If you're here for a little bit of both, welcome. I am going to talk tonight, as the description said, about these amazing products and what we have fallen in love with here at LurraLife, why we love them so much, how they work a little bit, get into a little bit of the science nerdiness, because if you know me, you know I am a giant science nerd and I love to talk about products and ingredients. So if you can hear me, can somebody drop some hearts? I just want to make sure. I had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier if you were on our earlier live, and I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So like I said, thank you for joining our community, and I'm going to dive right in. So I'm going to talk a little bit about these products, how they work, how they can help you, some of the things that they can help you achieve. If you want more detailed information on the specific ingredients in any of them, please get back with whoever invited you to this group and let them know that you'd like to see the ingredients label, or just click the announcements tab at the top of this group, and there are infographics and nutrition facts on every product that I'm going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to start with kind of the way that you would start your day. And the way I start my day, the number one product I start my day off with, I just dropped one of the products, so I'm gonna have to bend down in a minute, it's fine. So the way I start my day is with my Thrive Greens. So Thrive Greens come in these little individual pixie sticks, so they're easy for travel, they're easy for if you're on your way to work. And what these are 2.5 pounds of certified organic greens that are grown in a Dead Sea river basin in Utah that is organic. Like I said, the soil is very rich with micronutrients and minerals because as stated, the Dead Sea, it has never been touched. It has never been over-farmed. It has never, been chemicals or chemically altered. So it's really super pure. So 2.5 pounds in this little stick. It's amazing. And these greens are things that you probably wouldn't reach for in the grocery store, but they're really heavy hitters as far as nutrition goes. So like barley grass, alfalfa, wheatgrass, kamut, and they're just so nutrient dense that you're getting such a powerful punch in the morning. So they have two really powerful amino acids in them, L-arginine and L-citrulline, And when you drink this on an empty stomach is the best way. So I take this little pack, I empty it into a blender bottle with some ice. You could just do it in a regular bottle too. And I fill it with water. It's like 6 to 8 ounces of water. I put a little bit of lemon in mine too, because I'm addicted to citrus, also addicted to these greens, as you've probably seen me talk about. And mix it up, drink it on an empty stomach. And what happens is it acts like it floods your system with nitric oxide, which is a very, very potent neurotransmitter. It's also a vasodilator, which that's a big fancy word for saying that it's going to dilate your blood vessels, the arterial walls, the muscle that lines your arterial walls. It's going to help with arterial plaque. It's going to help to prevent things like, heart disease or lower your blood pressure, those kind of things. Now, I want to make it really clear. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm sorry. I'm totally backwards tonight, but I'm Cara Suchy, and I am a certified health coach and a holistic nutritionist. I am not a doctor. So if you have any underlying medical condition, please, ask whomever added you here for the ingredients, and please call your doctor. You can call the nurses line at your doctor's office. You can go to your pharmacist and just, double check that the safety of these products. They are all natural. I feel very, very confident recommending them. But if you have any type of underlying condition, you're on any type of prescription drug, anything like that, you just want to double check, because we wouldn't want you to take something that's interfering with something you're already taking. So, okay, back to the greens. So I drink them on an empty stomach. They create this nitric oxide rush through my body. I feel instantly awake, and if I have any type of sinus pressure from the morning, or kind of like a residual, headache from allergies this time of year, my allergies seem to be year round now, it clears it up. And I think it's just because it's opening everything up. I just feel awake, alive, refreshed, and my body craves these now. Now that I've started, I literally can't stop, but it's a good addiction. I mean, if you're gonna be addicted to something, greens should be the thing. So they are delicious, and you're such a character. Oh, Becky, you need to try them. They're delicious. And if you, for some reason, don't like the flavor of these, we can fight about it, because I love the flavor and I'll fight you on it. But if you don't like it, you can mix them with something. I know there's a few girls on our team that mix them with like lemonade or, some type of powder, like I have a powder that's an electrolyte powder that has a berry flavor. You could mix it with that and kind of make it taste a little bit better to you. Like I said, I put lemon in mine. You could add a splash of juice, like if you like orange juice or grapefruit juice, but they do have kind of a fruity undertone. I think it tastes like pineapple on the undertone. Some people say green apple, some people say mango. It's funny how everybody thinks it's different. To me, it's like a very light, refreshing greens with a little pineapple. They're slightly sweetened, a natural sweetener called stevia, which is an herb, no glycemic index. They are keto friendly, diabetic friendly. They have no, sugar load at all. So that is the greens. That is how I start my day. So then step number 2, my LurraFit coffee. And this is not your average cup of joe. Now, it's amazing. It tastes delicious. It tastes like smooth coffee. It doesn't taste bitter. It doesn't taste burnt, but it's so much more than coffee. So it actually has real coffee in it. That is the Arabica blend of coffee in there. It's actually the first ingredient. So there is real ground up coffee. This one's not open, so you won't be able to see it, but it's ground already. It's instant. So you basically, there's a little scooper inside. You take a scooper of it, you drop it in your coffee mug. You would put in whatever you normally put in your coffee. I use coconut creamer. You could use, a little splash of half and half, regular creamer, whatever it is you use for your coffee. Stevia, or another kind of natural sweetener. If you want to put a little dash of vanilla extract in there, some cinnamon, whatever, and then just hot water. And that's simple. Mix it up. It is delicious. I can actually drink this black, and I'm not a black coffee person, but that's how smooth this is. So this is going to help you with so many things, but among them, mood, focus, mental clarity, weight loss. It has a nootropics blend in it, which the nootropics help with all those things: mood, focus, mental clarity. They even improve brain health long-term. There are adaptogens in here that help with hormone regulation, cortisol regulation, because we all have stress in our lives. If you don't, tell me your secret, because I certainly do. I have a boatload of stress, and this helps me be a nicer mom to my kids. I have more patience. I'm calmer, and I just feel less anxious thoughts, more happy days, just kind of an overall better sense of well-being. I still have energy. I'm looking at the clock. It is almost 9:30 at night. I have been going since 6:30 this morning. I had my coffee probably about 8. I haven't taken any of the other products since. I started my day with the greens, coffee, and I still have a ton of energy. No need for anything else going on for me today. So it's really great. I have lost 7 pounds in about like 9 days. I didn't weigh myself the first couple days, so I don't know, but I weighed myself, and then in about 9 days, I've lost about 7 pounds on this, and I just feel fantastic. So that's the coffee. There is tons more information down below, but I'm going to kind of do the quick version tonight. And if you have other questions, ask your rep, whoever invited you here, to tag you in the LurraFit coffee post. And there's lots of info on the ingredients and all that stuff. Okay. So then option number 2, say you're not a coffee person, or you don't have time for coffee in the morning, and maybe you're rushing out the door, or you go to the gym, and then you need something quick that you can do on your way to work. We have the LurraFit capsules. So these capsules are very similar to the coffee. There are slight changes in the ingredients, and of course they're capsules. So you don't have to, fuss with them at all. They're just like grab and go. They come in these little blister packs for travel. They break off into single individual things, and they have in them a mental clarity and focus complex, which is made up of lots of great things for energy, mental clarity, again, focus, mood improvement, all of those things. There's an adaptogenic mushrooms blend and some really heavy hitters on the adaptogens that are in here and in the coffee. They are things that help with brain health, not only short-term, so memory, focus, short-term recall, but also long-term. So they help with neuroprotective elements. So as we age, our brains start to actually it's kind of scary. They kind of like shrivel up and they dry out. And these adaptogens are almost like a spa day for our brains, for our adrenal glands. So again, adaptogens, I've talked about this before, but I'm going to touch on it tonight too a little bit, especially with some of the other products. If you have an adrenal fatigue or adrenal exhaustion issue, we have two different options for you. So the adaptogen blends in these products, even though they have caffeine in them, if you are okay with caffeine, the adaptogens in here are going to help you to allow your adrenal glands to go and relax and kind of catch up. And so they won't keep pumping out cortisol. And when they're doing that, it is impossible for you to lose weight. Impossible. It just won't happen because your body is in fight or flight mode. It thinks you're trying to kill it, and it will just hold on to that weight forever and a day. You'll feel bloated. You'll get this tired but wired feeling at night. Maybe you don't sleep, but you lay there, you're exhausted, and you're, having insomnia. You might get headaches. You might have symptoms of dehydration, even though you're drinking lots of water. You might have, kind of leaky gut symptoms, all kinds of crazy things. And a lot of that can be tied back to hormonal imbalance. And adaptogens are your best friend when it comes to that. And adaptogens come in the form of those mushroom blends in these pills. So in the pills and the coffee, there are adaptogens. Then if you are really in a state of adrenal exhaustion, adrenal fatigue, we have 3 products, one of which I've already talked about, the one I dropped on the floor, hold on. And I'm going to talk about the other 2. That you can do what I would call a reboot. So I would say you don't even need to necessarily do this for a whole month. Maybe you do, maybe you're a diehard coffee person, diehard caffeine person, you need that to start your day. But I can assure you that if you give your body a little bit of a break, and I know you're probably yelling like, I can't go without my coffee right now. And that's okay. I promise you could do it if you had to. We have this option for no caffeine. So again, you would do the Thrive Greens. That would start your day. I promise this is going to give you energy, and it tastes delicious. It doesn't taste like you're drinking barley greens. I promise. So you would start your day with the Thrive Greens instead of the coffee or the pill. And then you would do our magical O2 drops, which I'm going to talk about these now. So these are liquid oxygen and trace minerals. They're amazing. They have about 5 billion uses, so I can't talk about them all tonight. But basically, they help to put your body into an alkaline state. So do the greens. And they also help with lymphatic flow. They help with inflammation. So do the greens. And they help with lots of things, just helping your body to overall, synergistically work better, to just have everything kind of flowing better. You use these, you can use them multiple times a day. It says on the bottle 1 to 3 times a day. I use them twice usually. So in the morning, this is my new bottle because I just ran out yesterday, but in the morning I put about 15 drops right under my tongue. And before bed, I have another bottle sitting on my nightstand. I put about 15 drops under my tongue. I'm not using anything else for sleep right now except this, and I'll talk about this tea in a minute. But I've been having great sleep. And if you've followed me for a little while, you may have seen that I was struggling big time. I was in a state of adrenal fatigue. I was not sleeping. I was exhausted, and I felt like I didn't sleep for 4 years, quite honestly. I couldn't lose any weight. I was just stuck, and it was from, hormonal irregularities and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not using anything right now for sleep, and I feel like these are really helping. Now, I have just added something in that I ordered, but I can't talk about that yet. But you guys will hear about it soon. I'll share it soon to help shut my mind off at night, and we'll talk about that in the future, maybe in a month or so. Check back. But as far as right now, O2 drops are your best friend. You can also use these topically. I had an allergy attack the other day. It was mostly my fault. I was outside, and then I started itching my eye like a crazy person. You can use these for eye drops. There is someone in our testimonial group, if you scroll down, that had an ear infection, dry skin in her ear, this fluid sound in her ear. She used them in her ear, and it was gone in like 2 days. I've used them on bug bites for my children. I've used them on cuts, scrapes. I've used them on eczema on my arm. Lots of really cool things. By the way, the greens, I've heard from a couple people now. These have N-acetylcysteine in them and some other things that, kind of are like secret underground things for eczema. Also, N-acetylcysteine is really great for lung health. I have asthma. I have since I was 8 years old. And since I started using these, I just said to my husband earlier, I haven't used my inhaler once. And I was taking it multiple times a day just because allergies and like mold and all that this time of year with all the rain and wind and stuff, but I haven't used it once. So I feel like the N-acetylcysteine in there is helping with that and my eczema. So that's pretty amazing. I just feel like my whole body's cleansing. So that's the O2 drops. And then the other part here is the detox tea. So the detox tea, the O2 drops, and the Thrive are all 100% caffeine free, 100% stimulant free. The detox tea and the Thrive are organic. The detox tea actually doesn't have any tea in it. It is a blend of herbs, healing herbs, some of which you may have heard the name of before, like holy basil, milk thistle, marshmallow root, those kind of things that help to soothe and heal your digestive tract as well as your liver. So it's going to detoxify things that have been built up in your system for a long time. It's been shown to be more effective than green tea. You've probably heard of green tea for weight loss, more effective than green tea for weight loss. And again, no caffeine. So if you're somebody that maybe has, a blood pressure issue or something like that, blood sugar issue, these things have been shown to help regulate insulin, help to heal the symptoms of insulin resistance. And as we get older, those are kind of problems that we face, just as we get older. Sometimes we also face them as women after pregnancy, after nursing, they kind of creep in. So I love the detox tea. There's actual tea bags in here. There's 2 of them in here. And you brew this just like you do regular tea. Then you dilute it down to a gallon. You add water to it to dilute to a gallon. And you just drink, like 4 to 8 ounces of it. Once a day. I drink mine at dinner. You can drink it straight. It tastes like the unsweetened tea that you would get maybe at a Japanese restaurant or a Chinese restaurant that they bring to the table. It's delicious. I still am confused how it tastes so much like tea, but there's no tea in it. You can also mix it with like some lemon. You can put some stevia in there. It's kind of like Arnold Palmer, like a lemonade iced tea. It's delicious. And just really good. So these products are super exciting to me. Like I said, I'm a holistic nutritionist. I look for products that are clean. I look for products that are helping your whole body to heal, not just, treating some type of symptom, but actually healing the whole body. And I feel like with these products, we are achieving that. So we are helping you to have short-term gains. So you're going to feel more energy. You're going to feel more happiness. You're going to feel less anxious thoughts, less stress in your day. You're going to feel more balanced. You're going to be more focused, more patient with your children and your husband or your wife. You're going to find yourself getting more done around the house. I've had so many people come to me and say, what is in these pills? I've cleaned my whole house. I've done 4 loads of laundry. This is crazy. And you'll find yourself able to multitask, able to kind of process multiple things going on at one time, and just the energy to do the things that you want in your day. And you're going to have appetite suppression. I didn't even talk about that. So there's appetite suppression in both the coffee and the pills. I also think from the greens a little bit too. I feel like they satisfy me. I'm not craving anything. I have no cravings because my brain chemistry from the coffee and the pills are completely balanced. So I'm not having those cravings of, I want a piece of chocolate to get a quick hit of serotonin or dopamine in my brain, because my serotonin and dopamine, my happy hormones in my brain, are balanced. So it's really incredible. Now, I didn't mention one thing. You can do the coffee in the morning, and then you can do a pill at lunch if you want. You don't necessarily need to. Everybody is different. The pill is pretty strong. If you've ordered the pills or you plan on ordering the pills, I would suggest starting off with half a pill. I really feel a punch, but again, it's natural. It's not like an artificial. You're not going to feel jittery or anything like that, but you will definitely go, whoa. And I encourage you to try this, even if it's just a 5-day sample. Hold on, I dropped that as well. So we have these 5-day kickstart things that are a little 5-day sample pack. This one comes with 10 of the LurraFit capsules and a week's worth of the detox tea. There's also another one that should be back on the website soon that comes with 5 of the coffee sticks, 5 of the LurraFit capsules, and a week of the detox tea. And they give you kind of a little taster of the products, let you see how they feel for you. And if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I've tried nootropics before, I've tried adaptogens before, I'm on something else and I think it works pretty good. I am telling you, I was on something else. I thought it was working pretty good. Then I tried this and I was like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to feel. And it has been night and day. I was probably a 4 out of 10 on the other stuff I was taking with nootropics and everything in it. And now I am like a literally a 10 out of 10. I feel pretty fantastic most days. And I just feel like it's this system that we have. So in the announcements, again, in the announcements of this group, I made kind of an outline of how you would take your products, that you would choose either coffee or pill, your greens. You could do your greens in between lunch and dinner too. You don't have to do them first thing in the morning. They're best on an empty stomach, so I just like to start my day with them. But you can do them twice a day too if you're addicted like me. And then I do my O2 drops, like I said, before bed, tea at dinner, and I feel fantastic. So get back with whoever invited you here. Get back to whoever tagged you in this group. Tell them that you need to try these products because they are so fantastic. And if you have any questions, drop them below. I will check back in the comments here every so often and try to answer as many as I can. And I'm going to do some more videos in here going forward, maybe focusing on like one ingredient at a time for those of you that are science nerds like me and love that kind of thing. So stay tuned for them. I'm going to try to do them kind of regularly, like maybe once a week. But thank you guys for joining joining me tonight. And if you have questions and you think that this business and these products sound like something you want to share, or you're already loving these products, then again, get back with who invited you here and ask them how you could share like we do, because we have really a great thing here. It's a wonderful company and we would love to welcome you to our team. So, okay, we will talk to you soon. Thanks.